Welcome back, everybody, to this week's episode of Osteen Bros. Don't forget to hit that the like button, and make sure you subscribe for weekly content. And let's get this shit on the road.
Yeah, before we get started, anything official, we just want to say to our 5 fellow Marines who died this week, very sad to hear, and we hope the families, find peace if they can. I know it's not easy, but rest in peace, Marines.
Semper Fi.
All right.
You got fire watch first thing in the morning.
Yeah, I really hope that whole mantra of like we guard the gates of heaven isn't super real because
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind doing it like when you get there, and it's like, yeah, you got to watch, you got post for like the first week,
and then you're good for eternity.
Then you're good for eternity. But it's like, yeah, it's gonna be like a 2-on 2-off type deal. I'm like, what the fuck?
You think like a World
I
War
regret
II?
signing up.
You think like a fucking Marine World War II veteran
Yeah.
that died of old age goes there is like, shut up, boot. I ain't gonna stand no fucking posts.
Yeah, I've been watching that World War II in color thing on Netflix. I think that's pretty badass.
Yeah,
Like,
I watched a few episodes of that too. That's it's pretty cool how they do.
There's like a lot of little skirmishes I didn't know about. Like, it's just kind of cool.
It's just cool how they. It's true when you make something that was black and white. Like for most of our life, they'd make it and put it in color. It's like holy, like
yeah. When it's in black and white, it doesn't seem real.
Yeah,
you know?
Seems like yeah. It's hard to explain.
Yeah,
I don't know what it is, but and then they put it in color. You're like, oh,
yeah.
they saw some shit.
Like, wow, Hitler's stash was actually really nice and neat. It was nicely trimmed stash.
He kept the thing in regs for sure.
Yeah,
that motherfucker.
But it kind of like, I don't know, when you watch like black and white. I mean, this is my perspective on it though. When I watch like black and white, like Nazis and shit, I don't know, it just never seemed like real people, like not humans.
Yeah.
But when you see it in color, like, and you see like close up, like them talking like with each other and shit, and you're like,
and they're like laughing or something like that because they're having like a funny conversation, and it's like,
yeah, and you're like, holy shit, that's a human being, like, it's just crazy that that was crazy what happened. Like,
well, it goes to show, like, people always say like, oh, a civil war in America will never happen again. The military is made up by the people and stuff. Well, I mean, every military is pretty much made up by their own people. So, not Nazis were fucking bad, but not all of them were like sinister fucking evil people. Like, yes, the SS, those guys probably were all fucked up and everything. But
Hitler Youth and shit.
Yeah, but when you boil it down to like the regular German army, they were just following orders, man. And it's crazy to think that at any point in time,
they were 17, 18, 19-year-old boys too.
Because they were probably thinking the same thing, like, hey,
yeah,
it's probably ain't right, but it's either this or we get killed, or imprisoned.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Especially the concentration camps in color. When you see those, and it's like, fuck.
Yeah.
You see like the inside of the gas chambers and stuff, and it's like, that's a shitty.
It looks like a shitty shower, dude.
It's a shitty way to go, man. Even when like in the movies, when the movies that do it really good, that kind of puts you in the eyes of the prisoners and stuff. That's they're all getting hurled into these gas chambers and stuff, and it's just no one knows what's going on. Next you know, just
like, yeah. Fuck. I was told I need to watch the movie. What's it called? Toro, or something like that. It's about like the Battle of Midway or Pearl Harbor or something, but it's like very historically accurate from what I was told. I haven't seen it yet. I'm trying to finish up this World War II stuff.
I need to watch the movie they made about Midway.
Yeah,
I don't think the one you're talking about. I don't think that's what the Midway one. And I'd be very interested to watch it because back in high school I did a presentation on the Battle of Midway, and it was actually like, once I dug into it and started doing research, you realize how much that was the turning point of the war. It's pretty funny.
And how lucky we got that we actually won that, dude. That's crazy. Like, I didn't realize how lucky we got.
Like, the war in general, or
like the Midway battle in particular. Like the war too. Like,
well, the Midway battle was crazy because we had to make a bunch of fake, codes and stuff, and like everyone had to be on board, and like one fuck up. I mean, there was fuck ups, but we managed to isolated. I can't remember everything from my report,
Well,
obviously.
because it was like the Midway, like it was supposed to be like a synchronized attack, but like the dive bomb squadron got lost, and this is before like this is probably why we do all this like huge training operations now, you know, and like the bombing or the dive bomb squadron got lost, so like the whole fucking entirety of the Air Force or whatever had been pretty much wiped out, and just stroke of luck, they just saw some ships out or saw like the wake of a ship or something. They're like, oh, let's follow that, see if it takes us somewhere, and it led them to the whole Japanese fleet.
God damn.
And then so the dive bombers end up fucking the fleet up pretty good. They destroyed like it was like literally like an 8-minute battle or some shit. Like within like 15 minutes, the whole tide had changed. Like the Japanese was fucking us up, and then like this dive bomb squadron was like, oh, let's follow that boat, see what happens. And then 15 minutes later, half their fucking fleet's destroyed. It's like it's just crazy to think about it. Because like the Japanese, they weren't expecting. So it was like one guy that was like, "Hey, I think the Japanese are going to attack, or they're trying to take out the fleet." Or no, they were. Um, so the Midway Islands were like they were like it was like a code word for it, like AA or AF or something like that. And one guy picked up on it because he had like a photographic memory. And
Must
that's
be nice.
like so something from like 10 years ago or whatever. He picked up on it or whatever the fucking year time frame was. And he picked up on it and he like ran it up the chain of command and like, nah, it's not. That's kind of you want us to send our whole Navy fleet over there for what? Like because you have a photographic memory, like pretty much calling like, nah, it's not going to happen. Well, the commander of the fleet was like, I guess, friend of a friend, like kind of got tipped off, and he's like, yeah, fuck it, let's do it. Let's go see what happens. So the Japanese were going over there to lure them in there to be able to take. They had like some ships, like battleships and shit, sitting off in the back. So when the fleet did show up 2 days, 3 days later, they would just fucking ambush them. Well, the Americans, us, just decided to show up a little bit earlier. So the Japanese thought they had a whole day or two to keep bombing the Midway Islands. So they transitioned from torpedoes on their planes back to bombing runs because they were like, we got 2 days, So in the middle of doing all that, they had half their planes switched out. In the middle of doing that, the fucking American fleet showed up, and they're like, fuck. So they tried to switch everything back.
It's our turn, bitch.
And I guess the guy was like strictly by the books, like the Japanese commander dude or the whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I guess he was like strictly by the books. And so instead of just sending half the planes off to kind of defend themselves, like the book said, like because Japanese are very, intricate. They're very precise. Like you got to be there at this time. This person shows up at this time. Like so, if only half the planes leave, well, what are the other half planes going to do? It's take an hour to fucking switch all the planes over, so it won't work. So he's waiting so he can do it by the book, and that's what fucked him. So it's crazy, like all within like 30 minutes, dude.
That's where one of the moments of like, sometimes you just kind of throw the book out the window and just go with your gut.
Yeah, that's what separates the good commanders and all that shit from the generals and whatnot.
Yeah, I mean, I met plenty of people that were staffing up and even sergeants and up when I was in, who, you can just tell.
Says don't cheat on your wife, but they did it anyways.
Yeah. You can just tell who's by the book and who's not by the book and everything. And we had one guy who's by the book all the time, but he was the one always getting DUIs and getting in trouble. But somehow he was by the book. He always left his fucking cat card in the fucking computer when he left. So we start taking that shit and like put it in the roof tiles, or we even taped it to one of the filing cabinets in the dispatch office. We taped it like fucking 50 times over with clear tape. He got pretty mad at that. Yeah, I've had good leaders, I've had bad leaders, and I've felt like I was a good
Somewhere
NCO.
in the middle.
I felt like I was a good NCO. I mean, I think I did an all right job.
I wouldn't know. I was always getting punched by ninjas and stuff.
Yeah, well, you've always been the one that took the path of being the fucking I don't want to say screw up, but not really caring about getting dropped out or pushed out or whatever. And
I mean, I've always cared. Never worried about it.
I remember one time there was an incident at the motor pool that I got accused of, and like it got to the point where like one of the staff sergeants brought me in and like in the dispatch office, maybe stand at attention while he read me my NJP, my fake NJP, and I was like, well, this is it. Like there goes my fucking possibility of having a career. And I was only in the fleet for like 8 months at this point. And I was like, oh shit, that was fun. And it was really just a scare tactic. He pulled me aside afterwards. He's like, do you want to fucking be busted down? I said, no, I don't want to be busted down. So like that's not what I joined for. And he's like, all right, that's how this could have gone. And it was a big incident. And yeah,
That's the ROTC in you, boy.
Yeah.
Yes,
shout out to the ROTC guys.
Yes, sir. Right away, sir.
Hey.
I was pretty bummed out my first NJP, but I wouldn't say bummed out. I was just, I don't know. And kind of.
Is what it
is.
is.
I felt like they were just kind of fucking with me. You know, like, fuck this guy. Nobody cares. That's how I felt.
Yeah. It is what it is moment for you, probably. Like, it happened. I'm not gonna sit there and sulk about it.
And then they wouldn't let me re-enlist because I had so many NJPs. And glad I didn't now.
I'm glad I didn't either. And they were tempting me. A couple of staff sergeants was like, hey, what do I gotta do to get you to sign some re-enlistment papers? Go to the career planner. And I told them very simple. Send me to one of the advanced courses, either SHROC, which is like the refuelers for airplanes and shit. It's a pretty skate job, and you got a guaranteed job when you get out. You can go work at any airport, filling up planes and stuff, or a record course. And funny enough, one of the staff sergeants that I was talking about that said he's like, I don't think you don't think you make a good record operator. And now I own my own record company, so not good at the business part, but I can operate trucks.
I can put cars on shit and take them off really good.
Yeah, I'm really good at putting them in drive and driving them up. But yeah, it sucked. And that was one of my stipulations, or go to be an instructor at the basic Motor 2 school. My buddy had gone to be an instructor, and I was like, okay, well, I'll go, be an instructor with him and get to hang out with a good friend of mine. And they're like, no, we're not going to do that. They don't need any more instructors right now, and they're not looking for corporal instructors. They're looking for sergeant instructors. But my score was sitting at the point where if I would have re-enlisted my first year, my new enlistment, I more than likely would have picked up sergeant. So I know what it was. They wanted to keep numbers. That's all they wanted to do.
That's all it is, man.
I'm glad I got out, man, because if I would have stayed in, my last year and a half would have been all COVID.
That would have sucked.
It did suck for a lot of my buddies that stayed in.
Put a camouflage mask on. Fucking, was it Marpat or whatever?
Marpat.
I don't fucking know, dude.
I think it's Marpat.
I swear, dude, that like if anybody comes up to me and they're like, "Oh, you're a Marine?" Like, "Oh, who are you with?" If they start asking me too many questions, I'm gonna look like I got like stolen valor shit. I'm like, I don't fucking know, dude. I can't remember that shit.
I was an airborne Army Naval Ranger.
Like, I was in 3-3. That's about all I remember. India Company. I remember like a handful of dudes. I don't really, not in a gay way though. Some of them were kind of gay. But yeah. I mean, I remember a lot of people, but yeah, you ask me anything like anything like any of the shit we learned in boot camp or
first female Marine.
Huh?
First female Marine. Go.
I fucking know, dude.
Ofa Mae Johnson, dog. Which,
see,
by the
whenever
way,
people say it, I'm like, oh yeah, no shit.
Which, by the way,
I can't retain that shit, dude.
It's funny. Which, by the way, she is not black, and you can ask any Marine, their first idea of Ofa Mae Johnson is a black female. It's on Facebook right now because it's Black History Month, and everyone's posting like, I'm a Marine. Of course, I thought Ofa Mae Johnson was black. It's fucking. I don't know what it is, man. I don't know why everyone thought that, and you know,
Because it doesn't sound like a white person.
maybe.
It sounds like some Aunt Jemima shit, you know? It sounds like she'd be on a bottle of syrup or something.
Oh my god, dude. Yeah, speaking of Black History Month, what's your take on that?
It's kind of dumb.
I think at this point it's really just a check in the box for America.
It's always been a check in the box.
Well, it's just like anything else. Like,
I mean, I'm not against it. If you want to have a month to celebrate your shit, I don't give a fuck.
yeah,
You know, but like, I feel like
it's like
from my perspective. I'm not black, so I don't fucking know. Yeah, I don't know why I'm looking at that side.
well, I can't be black. I voted for Trump,
Oh yeah.
so even if I was black, I would have to transition.
Oh, that's Joe's words, not ours. But I think it's kind of dumb. Just yeah.
I think it's like with anything else. It's like it feels nowadays. It feels like it's just like a pat on the back. Like, congrats for being black.
Yeah.
Which, just like with gay people or anything like that, like I don't think it should be celebrated just because you're a certain ethnicity or lifestyle choice or whatever. Like, be who you want to be and just be that. Like, I don't. When everyone's, a lot of people that are ignorant have the argument of like, oh, where's White History Month? And other people, their clapback is like, oh, you have all the rest of the 11 months. It's like, we don't, though. It's not.
Could you imagine we had a White History Month?
Be stupid, just like Black History Month.
Yeah, it'd be dumb.
But I think.
But if you celebrate it though, you'd be like accused of being racist and shit.
Well, I think what needs to happen is.
But again, we're only talking about the very small percentage of people that actually cry about shit. You know? Like the 3 black people I know don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
That might be more than I don't know. I might know like 1 or not. I don't know.
Well, in my opinion, it's whatever. We have it. It's not going away anytime soon, and that's fine. But I know it's because it's trendy and the internet is just ruthless like that. But like, they're reposting the video of the Alabama boat dock fight or whatever, while the black people gained up on the white people, or the white people started the problem, and then the black people finished it and shit like that. Fantastic. That's what you like. That's what you remember. Cool, awesome. But
cool, you beat up a bunch of frat boys.
you beat up a bunch of like people who talk shit for a living.
Yeah.
But if you're gonna celebrate something, celebrate like real heroes of Black America. Like, one name that comes to mind every time Black History Month comes around for the past like 4 or 5 years for me, the name that comes to mind is Robert Smalls. And let me make sure I got the name right. I'm pretty sure it's Robert Smalls. Let me just make sure. Yeah, Robert Smalls. And just a quick little tidbit on him is he was in the Union Army, and I don't know all the details. I don't want to butcher it too bad, but long story short, he managed to steal a Confederate ship during the Civil War, and using his intelligence and just his covertness and stuff like that, he managed.
His skin color.
No, he obviously not that, because
he probably only moved at night for sure.
But I don't know all the details, but he stole a Confederate ship, managed to get it back into Union control, and I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, they ended up converting that ship to a Union ship, which wasn't hard. I think all they did was...
Is that the guy that looks like Morgan Freeman?
Maybe. Kind of looks like Morgan Freeman, but he ended up being like the first like naval captain, black naval captain, and he commanded the ship that he stole from the Confederates, and he, got in some battles, won them obviously, and went on to be a legislator. And yeah, I mean, and if I'm not mistaken, I think he came from being a slave as a kid before.
I mean, that would track.
Well, but it's just crazy. That's the kind of people that I think that should be celebrated on Black History Month. The ones that actually made a difference. Like people who are celebrating the Alabama boat dock and like Sexy Red or Big Red or whatever her fucking name is. That's the rapper who's like that. Oh, my booty hole brown girl. Like that's who's getting posted.
Shit, dude.
Yeah, that's who's getting posted on Black History Month for some people. Not everyone. I know some people are, actually give a shit about the
Also, the CIA killed Martin Luther King Jr.
100%.
They've admitted it.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's okay. You can
research it.
You can admit it when you're a 3-letter operation.
That's true.
You can admit it years down the road, and you won't get.
I think his family sued the CIA or the government or something,
I don't blame them.
and they won. And they settled out of court or something for like $1 or some shit, because it wasn't about the money.
It was about like just
They were trying
owning
to
up to it.
Yeah, it was like, if I remember correctly, but it was like for the family, it was just like, yeah,
closure almost.
Yeah. No, not closure, but like, yeah, you fucking did it, motherfucker. You know, like it was like to raise awareness. You know,
Yeah.
Like we're not doing this for the money. We're doing this because
you did something wrong all those
you
years
did
ago, and
something
we want
wrong.
you to make
Yeah.
it right. Not make it right, but we want you to own up to what you did. And
Yeah.
I mean,
because if they would have sued and got like $200 million,
it'd have been like, oh, they're just a cash grab.
Yeah.
It's CIA is just another one of the 3-letter operations that need to be disbanded, along with ATF and FBI and all the other stuff. NSA. But that's my take on the whole Black History Month thing. You know, coming from a white guy, you know, don't come at me. Just saying, if
You're fair skinned.
I'm,
We tan good.
my left arm gets tan more. Hang at the window.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's, happy Black History Month. But
Not for me though.
yeah, not for us.
I don't care. No, not for me. Not from me.
Oh, not from you.
Yeah, not from me.
Noted.
Or from me. I don't give a shit. Whatever you want. Whatever makes you happy. I just want everybody to be friends and take down the government together.
Let's just all just come together as friends, hang out, maybe, walk up to the Capitol.
Not like some January 6th pussy shit though.
No, none of that fucking
actually burn it
shit.
fucking down so we can move on with our lives.
But
so AOC don't have something to bitch about. I was 17 blocks away. What?
I was so close that I literally felt like I was there.
I know, I was the curtain. I was the door that got busted down.
She definitely got busted.
Also, probably the only politician I would bang. I think we already talked about that before.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was here or...
No, I think we just talked about it
over there.
One time. Yeah, it wasn't here. I think it was like 5 feet over there.
Probably.
Talked about it. What's going on with how much more of that Putin interview did you watch? Because I kind of zoned out after the first 30 minutes of just the history lesson on.
Dude, 30 minutes into it, he's like, Tucker's like, hey, so what does this have to do with the Ukraine thing? He's like, well, I'm still in the 1300s. Bro, we're 30 minutes into this episode. You're only in the 1300s? How far back in history we got to go to find out why you invaded Ukraine? So I got to watch the rest of it to kind of have
I'm gonna watch the rest of it tonight. I'm gonna watch the rest of it tonight, definitely, because it's something I was very interested in watching, just to see what kind of questions
I'm
were
just
asked.
glad somebody talked to the motherfucker.
Yeah,
and
leave it.
How long is Ukraine shit been going on? Nobody's
2 years.
Maybe people have tried to talk to Putin, but
well, I mean,
it's not.
I'm glad it's Tucker
like he's
too.
an easy person to get a hold of.
Yeah,
probably.
You can't just like call him up like, yo,
yeah. Yo, what's up, Vlad?
Yeah. I'm glad it's Tucker too, because I feel like, and again, I haven't watched the whole thing yet, but I feel like he's actually going to ask questions that people want to know the answers to.
I love his face all the way up to like the 1600s, all the way up to like the 16th centuries.
You know what I want to see? I want to see, because he was giving a very good history lesson. Like, he knows his shit, or at least,
I don't know. I'm not gonna go for that. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not gonna do that research.
I'm not gonna.
So I'm gonna trust his word on that.
I trust you, man.
Yeah.
You got cool.
But we did. So where I left off in the interview was where he's talking about like how he sat down with Bill Clinton and he asked Bill if he could join, if there was a chance that Russia could join a NATO, and then Bill was like, "Oh, I don't see why not." And then I guess they like met up later that day for like dinner or some shit, and then Bill's like, "Yeah, I talked to my people. It's not gonna happen." So
was Monica there? Hey, this is Monica. This is my best girl.
Yeah.
Just take her in the room real quick.
Yeah.
She'll convince you.
Yeah, she does good work.
I'm Bill Clinton and I approve this message. Terrible Bill Clinton impression, but nah, I would love to see old Biden try and give a history lesson.
Dude, that'd be the funny. I would pay to see it.
I was there.
As dumb as it sounds.
When George Bush founded Americas in 1720. You know the date.
Yeah. Didn't he say some shit where he
Recently
like,
met
yeah,
with the French president or something like
yeah,
that.
he's like, I just recently met with the French prime minister or whoever, and the guy's like, the guy you're talking about died in like 97.
24 years ago or something like that. Like,
what the fuck are you talking about?
and you know,
that's the dude. Russia's fucking dude knows his history all the way back to the fucking
the founding,
12th century.
The founding of Russia.
And this motherfucker can't remember what he did yesterday. I mean, I can't remember what the fuck I did yesterday.
But you're not trying.
But I'm not running the world.
Yeah, you're not trying
or the country, anyways.
Not trying to be the leader of the free world.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it's just the stark differences, and you know, someone like Biden is. If he was a Republican, it would be, it'd be over.
Oh yeah, 100%,
it'd be fucking constantly.
Yeah, because not even the Republicans. Like, I'm not a Republican, but even like I know people that are like that are right, you know, and it's like, yeah, you can't be an idiot, dude.
Well, Trump, when he was president, Trump drank water from a cup with two hands, and like for a week, CNN was like, "Is his mental state all there? Like, is he okay?"
Yeah, he sipped it like that.
Yeah. And they're all like, "Oh my God, is he okay? Does he have a stroke?" And then like Biden's up there like literally having a stroke mid conversation, and CNN's like, "Yeah, he's like peak performance."
Yeah.
The fuck? Peak performance? What do you mean peak performance?
He wasn't even peak when it's not even like he was running for president and then like has had like
and then something happened,
like a real bad decline since then.
Yeah.
He was I feel bad for the guy, honestly, because I honestly think he has no idea where the fuck he's at.
No.
Guy, they
pump him full of drugs and put him up there on the stage to get a
him.
10-minute conversation or 10-minute speech, and then he's Roomba back to his fucking charging station.
In what world where the fucking press secretary or whoever the fuck is like the one that like introduces the president for like a press conference or whatever? In what world do they end the press conference in the middle of a fucking question? I've seen that at least on two occasions where he's in the middle of saying something. He's like babbling about shit that don't make sense. And then the girl was like, okay, that's it for today. What the fuck? This isn't a goddamn elementary school fucking
presentation.
Yeah, it's not a presentation where this guy's a fucking idiot.
He's over the time when we got,
Yeah. It's not the fucking Oscars. Wrap it up, homie.
I think presidents should be required to give like at least like 3 hours worth of live speeches in a week, like in a 7-day span, every week for their presidency. I don't think they should go weeks without talking to the nation at all. And then like there's a lot of stipulations that should go with being the president, and that's because you have a lot of freedom as certain, you can do certain things that
I think so how, since there's like an age, like a minimum age you have to be, I think there should be a maximum age too.
Yeah. So
you can't be over like 60 or something,
Yeah. I mean, think about it. When you can't be a factory floor worker past 60 because like they're like, yeah, you're a danger. You can't put this piece on the conveyor belt because you might do it wrong. Yeah. This guy's over here. He wouldn't even be able to probably figure out how to, put a cap on a bottle, let alone make a speech or make decisions for the country and shit. So, and people that always say like, oh, well, it's the president, he doesn't make decisions for the country. You're right, but you're also wrong. Because he may not make decisions for the country, but what he says carries weight, no matter who the president is, good or bad, old, even young, stupid,
his shit
smart.
Doesn't make sense.
It holds weight with the rest of the world. Our media might be able to kind of sweep it under the rug and like.
Yeah, you might be able to fool the people here in the country, but the other world leaders, you're not fooling them. They're not fucking stupid. Yeah. You think Putin is like, oh well, he's still the leader of America? No, he don't give a fuck. And
here's the thing, like CNN and stuff like that. If they like mainly the CNN reporters, I know Fox is more right wing and they're
no, they're fair.
They're fairer to Trump, but
yeah, they definitely favor Trump.
But like seeing him will
Nothing,
like if they did half of what they did to Biden, what they do to Trump. Because like the other day, I was listening to the one I hate the fucking most on all the CNN anchors. Fuck, what's his name? I can't remember his name. Anyway, he always like, we're gonna do what we always do when right before Trump goes on. We're gonna give you a truth sandwich. It's where we tell you what the truth is, and then we let Trump go on there, say his lies, and then when we come back, we'll fact check them with the truth. So it's truth, lie, truth, and like they can do that to him, but they can't sit there and like, you can't tell me with a straight face when Biden gets them talking, you come back like, that was a good speech that he just did.
I'm inspired.
A lot of times what I hear him say is like, well, what the president meant to say was, it's not what he meant to say.
Yeah.
It's what he said.
Oh, why would we do that with Trump?
You can't go on. Yeah.
Trump he wasn't seriously considering nuking the fucking hurricane.
He wasn't seriously considering.
Well, should he have said it? Probably not.
Yeah. Well, he wasn't seriously considering injecting bleach into your fucking system to kill COVID. He just said that they found that kills COVID, and if there was a way you could safely inject it, it'd be over. But it's not a thing. But they just ran with it, like, oh yeah, this president wants you to inject bleach into your body.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't.
And it's like the same time people are eating like Tide Pods and shit. Like,
yeah,
it's fucking stupid.
Imagine being a generation where you're like, that looks fucking good.
I bet you I could do this challenge. Yeah, fucking do it, please. Do everybody a favor. Eat the whole fucking bucket of Tide. Here's some drinkable Tide.
It's been around for a while.
Here's some Clorox. Wash it down with, you know.
The pods came out, and it's like people were like, "Oh, look, is that candy?
Yeah,
that looks like candy."
And if you start feeling lightheaded, here's a razor. Cut your fucking wrist, so you just go ahead and end that. Get it out of your system real quick. It's the quickest way.
Hurry up, cut your wrist.
Yeah, if you drink bleach, you want to get it out of your system, just cut your wrist. It's cut a long ways though, like this. You cut it like that, you just want attention.
Disclaimer. We're not saying do any of that. We're not telling anyone to do any of that. This is all just skit conversation. We're not seriously
We're still not gonna be able to post this on TikTok.
No, I know we can't post it on TikTok.
We said because we're two white guys and we mentioned Black History Month, so we're probably already.
We can't post
flagged.
any clips on TikTok.
Yeah, we're probably already flagged on TikTok.
But for the YouTube,
because I have TikTok on my phone, they're probably watching us right now, pre-screening our stuff.
For the YouTube and TikTok community, we're not actually, our YouTube and Instagram and Facebook community, we're not actually endorsing doing any of that. We think that's dumb. It's a stupid thing to do. You shouldn't harm yourself in any way. And if you are thinking about harming yourself, there are things and sources that can help you. So I don't know the number, but there's a suicide prevention number you can look up. So if you feel like you're hurting yourself, call that number. Disclaimer over. Anyway.
Or kill yourself. Doesn't matter to me.
Disclaimer over. We're gonna have to have a fucking button with the disclaimer fucking the lights.
We'll just have it flashing the whole time.
This whole thing's a fucking disclaimer.
I like Andrew Tate's disclaimer. You ever seen that one?
Yeah.
He's like, I'm a fucking idiot.
Everything I say is stupid. Biden's the best president ever.
Yeah.
COVID was real.
That shit was funny.
That shit was funny, man.
Because you Bugatti.
Oh man, it's a good time. Got anything else?
Yeah, I was just looking at my mule. I need to figure out where the fuck my master cylinder's at. Because I ordered that same thing.
Oh,
I ordered
master.
Ooh, Black History Month. Would you rather call it a slave cylinder? Yeah, I ordered a brake cylinder the same time I ordered the master cylinder. And then from the same website, the brake cylinders came in like 2 days later. Master cylinder still not here. Where's the master at? Where you at, master?
That's gonna be a fucking pretty cool machine once we get it up and running.
Yeah, and since I'm getting a new master cylinder, probably hook up all 4 brakes or maybe just the front brakes.
Or no brakes.
Probably just the front brakes. So
no brakes.
Do a lot of burnouts.
You can do more burnouts with no brakes.
Nah.
Or not burnouts, donuts. You don't need brakes for that.
You can feather the brakes a little bit, get it to rotate. You could put a valve on there so you can get like you can be able to lock up the right front or the left front depending on which way you want to do your donut. That'd be kind of cool. But I couldn't do that because I would forget to turn the valve back to neutral. Be fucking hauling. I'd do like 60 mile an hour down the road and slam on the brakes. Fucking throw me in a spin. Or just roll the motherfucker.
There was something I had on here that I wanted to talk about. I'm drawing a blank right now. It was.
Oh, I think it was if you
Say
want
something,
if
yeah.
you want an Osteen Racing hat, hit me up.
Yeah.
I think that's what you're gonna say.
No, I was gonna say something else. What was it? It was something that had to do with drawing a blank, man.
Yeah, I can't help you there. What was it related to?
This.
This like the podcast?
Yeah, the podcast.
Was it like somebody else's podcast?
No, fuck everyone knows the podcast.
True
What
story.
we're trying to do here is make a podcast that's relatable to people that are like us. Because
Are you fat? Are you ugly? Do you like listening to stupid conversations? Well, follow Cody because he's great for all of that.
no, I was actually talking to my old boss, and he was asking about the podcast, and he was like, "What do you like? What do you guys talk about?" And I was like, it's mostly bullshit. Kind of want to bring in, topics that kind of relate to people like us and middle class America, blue collars, and stuff. And I thought of something right there when I was talking to him about it because I want to bring him on. I want to bring a lot of people on, like local business owners.
Yeah. If anybody wants to get on the podcast, we got a chair. We got 2 chairs. We can move this fucker out of the way.
Yeah. We can move Joe. We can put him up for the guests and
lay him on the floor.
Or you can sit on his lap. He likes people sitting on his lap.
Yeah, you gotta be underage though.
But yeah, anyone who wants to come on,
you own a business, you want to come on, talk about the business, promote your business. You want to
just bullshit.
Yeah, just bullshit. Talk about
something that bothers you that you feel like you don't have friends who care to talk about it or anything like that. Come on over, hang out with us.
You want to come on here and cry? Find somebody else because
that depends on what they're crying for.
Yeah, just the whole. If you want to come on here and talk about something you're gonna cry about, then just hold your feelings till the end. Till I go inside.
Till I go inside.
Yeah,
I'm gonna walk away with this one because when people start crying, my knees hurt. Oh man, well, what are we gonna do? Are we gonna do the podcast next week too, or you can't do it on Thursday because
oh my god, I can't do it on Thursday.
We got some wedding prep.
Who?
Me.
I was supposed to say I ain't doing shit on Thursday, dude. I'm getting drunk Friday night, and then I'm getting drunk Saturday night. Then I'm sleeping all day Sunday.
No, you're gonna help us Sunday. We gotta break everything down.
I ain't breaking shit down, dude.
I thought about going to the local National Guard and get a working party.
I need 5.
Give me 5
They
bodies.
probably wouldn't know what to do. For like 5 what?
I want 5 bodies. I want you guys in your camis standing there just cleaning up after us all night. Do we get paid? No.
Yeah, you're getting paid by the United States government.
I can be like those dicks, like, you work for me technically. You're a fucking government fucking agent.
I need to get my my Afghani veteran hat. At what age do you start wearing like Marine Corps veteran memorabilia?
I don't know, because
I know a couple guys that I was in with that do it, or one guy.
You know a guy?
But I'm pretty sure he was wearing that shit when we was in, so he's supermoto. Love the guy to death, though. He's the only one that ordered an olive drab hat for me. Everybody else got like bright colors and shit. He got olive drab tracks.
I don't know, man. What age do you start wearing that? That's a good question because I mean, obviously, I would never wear one because I didn't do shit. What am I gonna wear?
Now I'm veteran. You think every one of them guys all the guys up there at fucking Pop Steiner or whatever is wearing?
No, but do you think
every single person in the stores were Army vet, Air Force vet? fucking this, that.
Well, the
that,
Army and Air
that.
Force, Air Force mainly, but depends on the age what they did in the Army. But that's the thing, man. Like, I would never wear one because one, I would never wear one even if I did go overseas and fight because it's not my. I don't like those hats. They're all bright and shit. That's not.
Yeah.
Like, I don't mind like a neon color back or something, but
I got my veteran plate on my Jeep, just so when I get pulled over, I get a little brownie points. You know, it's got me out a couple tickets.
has it?
Yeah.
What, the 3 times you drove it?
Well, the Jeep and then my other truck I had, I was doing some stupid shit. I got a DUI one time because of it. Not proud of it, but that would have.
Oh,
That
there you go.
Fucked my life up.
That's a good one. Did I talk about that last week about the fucking cop who pulled me over?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, we did.
Yeah, I never did. I need to do a follow up because I called the number he told me to call. No one fucking answered.
No?
No one answered. Left the voicemail. Haven't got a call back yet.
Oh, they're probably all in there like laughing. This fucking idiot actually called the number. Just pay the ticket, stupid.
I'm not paying no fucking ticket. I ain't paying the road pirate shit. I'm telling you that right now.
Yeah.
I didn't do anything fucking wrong. What did I do wrong? I didn't have my tag displayed. Oh fucking no.
Oh no. It is pretty dumb.
Well,
especially if you presented the tag like, hey, I've had this tag for like weeks. I just haven't put it back on there.
Not even for weeks. I had it for like 4 or 5 days.
Yeah, because
where the trailer manufacturers put it is fucking stupid.
It keeps falling off, so why keep buying a tag? I mean, I get it, you want it displayed or whatever, but like, I don't know. I feel like if I was,
they want it displayed so they can fucking see if I have anything, or if it's not, if I didn't pay my fucking road pirate fee to operate the trailer I own on the fucking roads that I pay for and the truck that I pay for and pay the government to have and all that other stuff. It goes back to that thing where we said that you should just have a universal tag for all your shit that goes to anyone who's licensed in your household. It's not that hard. You type the tag in, it's like, oh, he's got 2 trucks, a Jeep, and 3 trailers. Which trailer is this? Oh, it's this trailer? Okay, cool. Like that, it's not.
Yeah.
Like, why do I have to have a tag for every single different vehicle I have?
Yeah, a different tag.
Why do I have to have a different tag? And I can't keep that tag forever. And it's like,
it'd be a lot easier, like if somebody stole it that way. If people wouldn't steal tags.
Yeah, because
it'd be hard. I mean, people would still steal them.
Yeah,
people are gonna still steal shit, but it'd be harder. Like you have your tag number. Your tag number is 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you see somebody else with a 1, 2, 3, 4. That's my fucking tag.
Yeah, because then people would know their tag number. You don't have to take pictures of it or memorize it. It's like, or like, memorize 3 different tags. It's like, oh, this is my tag number. Okay, cool. All 3 of your vehicles need to get registered.
I do that when I go into the neighborhood. I got six trucks, right? And then go in there to set a dumpster and like, what's your tag number?
I don't fucking know.
How the fuck am I supposed to? I got fucking like 9 vehicles total, dude. Like, you want me to remember every goddamn tag number?
Yes, you should.
I should.
They're gonna make it mandated here soon.
I'm a piece of shit.
They're gonna make it mandated here soon.
I'm a piece of shit.
The government's like, you have to memorize your tag. If the cop pulls you over and you don't have your tag memorized, you're gonna get arrested.
Remember when you had to remember like serial numbers and stuff?
I don't even know how I did that.
I have no idea. I still know people that read their serial numbers off.
I had a 4 in there.
I have no idea.
I had number 4 in there.
I don't even know if mine was numbers or not. To be honest with you, could have been letters.
I do know the last 2.
I have fucking mustache hair like poking me in the nose.
I do know the last 2 of my serial number from my rifle.
What's your laundry number?
The last 2 was 18 though. I know that for a fact.
Is that what they call it, a laundry number in boot camp?
I think so, yeah.
Stolen valor.
You don't know your fucking rifle serial number? Yeah, you probably weren't even in. Those stolen valor guys got a lot of balls, dude. Like
people that actually.
Yeah, the people that actually like dress up and like think it's like.
Yeah, and then actually like have like a whole conversation with them, like wearing like navy, like blue camis with like army patches and shit, and they're like, "Yeah, I was in the Air Force Special Guard." The fuck?
I remember I saw one guy, and the guy was like, why are you wearing your camis out? It was a fake army guy. And he's
I'm
like,
a gunnery master sergeant.
He was like, oh, there was the only thing I had clean in my laundry. A fully matching uniform with boots and everything, boot bands and the cover. That's what you had.
Yeah.
That's a terrible excuse, man.
Bro, just say you want to get on the plane first. That's it.
Just tell them you want.
They don't actually check, dude. They don't actually check. Once you get on the plane, they're gonna have you turn around. You can't turn around on a plane. Once you're on the plane, they're like, "What? Hey, you're a fucking piece of shit."
I think the funniest one yet is that this black lady was wearing army camis and she walked into army recruiter's office and she had a fucking major patch on, or something like that. Like if you're gonna do something.
Yeah, she was like wanting a ride somewhere or
no,
a rental car.
She was trying to pull a loan out.
Oh yeah.
I just need some money because my unit and I don't have any money right now. And I'm like, and he's like, you're a major and you ain't got no money. We don't do loans around here. It's a recruiting station. Can y'all just like buy me a bus ticket then? I was like, God damn, dude, these crackheads are
should have used that money you bought or used to pay for them camis to buy you a bus ticket.
She's wearing like fucking like sneakers, and they're like, "Oh, where's your boots at? Where's your regulation boots at?" And she was like, "Oh, I have a special. I'm in special forces or something like that. I'm allowed to wear." That's like they're fucking. They're like white and blue.
You're wearing Go Fasters because you're in the special forces.
Yeah, they're white and blue. The Go Fasters were for people who are pieces of shits.
Yeah. Where's your fucking PT belt? I seen one. It was like the dude was like he was like a general or some shit. It had like stars on him. Like how, bro? You can Google search fucking generals.
All the generals, yeah. There's like I think like 25 or something like that total.
Whatever, but like that's just dumb as shit. Like if you're gonna like, I can see like a lance corporal or a corporal. Even like a gunny or something.
Choose something a little more inconspicuous.
Yeah. Like a staff sergeant. Nobody's gonna question a sergeant or a staff sergeant.
No.
Unless you're walking around in a Walmart in the middle of fucking Idaho with Marine camis on, then people are gonna be like, "What the fuck?"
Oh, there's more than I thought.
If you're gonna steal valor, at least be smart about it, I guess. Like you want to go get your fucking free Veterans Day thing. Like, I don't know. Get a fake ID.
Yeah.
Just do that. Just be all nonchalant about it.
Well, here's my,
Yeah, like do it the same way we used to buy alcohol.
You can probably easily get a fake, like
when I was buying alcohol,
VA card. No one checks the expiration. I don't even know what the expiration date on mine is.
When I was buying alcohol when I was underage, I wasn't putting a beard on, and like
Oh man.
Stolen valor.
Shit, I used your ID when I was underage and you were over 21.
He stole it from me. I didn't let him use it.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. You'll never catch me, motherfucker.
Cruise ships don't care.
Yes, because once you get in international waters, all you gotta be is 18.
Well, I was 17 at the time.
Ooh.
I turned 18 my last day.
Barely legal.
I turned 18 my last day on the cruise.
That's gay.
Yeah, and then a month later I was in boot camp. Saw, dude. I think I'm gonna take a cruise here soon with all my money I got. Sold a couple things,
Money in. But yeah, man, good times. Good times. I wouldn't mind going on a cruise. Bailey's never been on a cruise.
Really? Her white privilege ass never been on a cruise?
I know, that's what I'm saying. And she's from like South Florida. It's like a short drive to a cruise ship.
15 minutes.
Yeah.
What happened with that? Why did you never go on a cruise?
I don't know. I think they're like super white or something.
That's even more of a reason to go on a cruise.
Like whiter than white people.
So what do they do? Get a yacht? She's been on a yacht before.
Yeah. They got sailboats.
I've never been on a cruise, but I have been on a private yacht.
My daddy has a sailboat.
Been on a private yacht before. No big deal. How many times? Lost count.
They were down there by the Epstein family. I actually saw his house when we went down there to visit her family when they were still living down there. Saw his house.
Did you egg it?
Saw Trump's mansion. He was president at the time, so we weren't. It was hard to get close because he was actually in town, so it was really hard to get close because, fucks up traffic when you got Secret Service all over the place.
Fucking douchebags.
Yeah. All he does is play golf.
Amazingly, by the way, he's a great golf player.
He does got a good swing. I mean, it's ugly as shit, but it does look like it. He could probably hit a ball better than me.
I challenge him.
Yeah?
Trump, you want to come on? We got a whole airstrip right there. We can
2024 Osteen Bros versus Trump. Election.
That would be be.
Can brothers run for president? Can two people run for president?
If we combine our age, we can meet the age limit.
I'll be president. You be vice president.
Mm,
You're younger. It's only fair.
I don't want to be vice president though. I'd rather be like Suck Duff or something.
But I'll be president. You be like janitor or something.
That's fine. You make it, we all make it, right? That was
Yeah.
the deal. I make it, we all make it. You make it, we all make it. That was the deal. So you can have everyone scrutinize you, and I'll sweep the floors.
I'll be like Joe Biden. I'll be like the bumbling idiot. You can be like Hunter, run around like snorting crack off hookers' asses and shit.
No, I don't want to be like Hunter.
Minus all the like child porn on his computer.
Okay, that's
fair.
The drug things I can, I can get on board with that, but I can't get on board with that. The child thing, it's a little too much for me.
Yeah, I like my women of age. I don't like dudes at all. So
that's debatable.
Yeah. No, it's not.
Let me shut that rumor down right now. That's what
I'm gonna get T-shirts made. I'm not gay.
We should try our hardest and have our first guest be Trump with all of our 12 subscribers. Talk about a fucking ringer.
A huge following. Huge.
Talk about overnight success. Come on, Trump. Have a glass of whiskey with us.
Yeah, come talk to Joe.
Come do your practice debate on Joe over here.
It's probably be a better debate.
What? That's gonna be a shit show, man. Even if he does get on the ballot, I mean, you hear about that? That's what I wanted to talk about. I just remembered it. Apparently, there's like 20 something other states that are like gonna do what Colorado did if
take Trump off the ballot.
Yeah, if the charges, because they're trying to pull some like Civil War era legislation against Trump to where like if you
it's like
were
inside a riot
convicted,
or
if you were convicted of being an insurrectionist or whatever, you can't run for office again. And,
but he didn't.
That's the thing. Though. They're grasping at fucking straws, dude. They're just fucking trying to hold on to anything. Because why didn't they do this the past 3 years? Why are they doing it this year?
I mean, honestly though, behind closed doors, he's probably like, yeah,
why?
Like not do it, but like, yeah, go get him,
Oh
like
yeah,
insurrection part, like where they're like storming the Capitol and all that shit. How everybody else was like, yeah, fuck them, like maybe secretly he was like,
nice.
Was the Dave Chappelle thing on his stand-up? He's like, I'm not saying he did it.
But if he did. But no, I mean, like, they're talking about if he gets accused of this and is convicted of being an insurrectionist or inciting the, January 6th thing, then like 24 states are going to fall in line with Colorado and Maine and take him off the ballot, which he's not going to get convicted of it. They're just trying to play it out long, as long as they can, because they know that majority of the voters that just don't like Trump, which is like, fuck it,
Which reminds me, so that's something I want to talk about. Was like all that shit going on, right? And we're funding 2 wars, and we have open borders where people are just coming through, and it's not Mexican. Mexicans aren't the ones coming through. Like, I'm sure there's a few Mexicans, whatever.
They're all kinds of nationalities and shit.
Fucking mow grass and shit. But like, we're funding 2 wars, right? Neither one of those people like us. There's Russians coming over. There's fucking the
Hamas terrorist group and all that stuff.
The terrorist fucking people. Oh, there's so many. Yeah, come on, get it, boy. Come get it. You know where I live. But yeah, it's coming across the border. So there's like thousands and thousands of people over here that fucking hate us. When's that gonna happen? Any day, like how, like, you send 2,000 people over here to have a mission. I mean,
I guarantee you.
9/11 was an inside job, but you see what 4 people did.
I guarantee you that when he's found not guilty for that, and they can't use that as like he can't be on the ballot because he's incited or was an insurrectionist or whatever, which is a fucking outdated Civil War era type thing that was only meant to stop Confederate generals and government from.
That's pretty much what he is. It's pretty much Confederate general.
Pretty
with
much
all that
fucking
slave
white
stuff he was
supremacists.
doing.
Yeah, but if that fails, when that fails, guarantee you something else is going to happen. Like what you said.
Yeah, it's gonna be a real insurrection.
Well, I'm just saying, like, no, when that fails, that's a good thing. That means he won't be taken off the ballot in 24 states or whatever the fucking number was. It was a really stupid high number. But if and when that fails, that it's something else is going to happen. Like there's going to be some other major thing that happens that's going to take our attention away from everything, because they're saying now that the only reason the border is open because Trump won't let anything. It's really, they're blaming Trump for the border being open now. But 2 years ago and 1 year ago, they were saying the border's secure, it's not a problem. But now they're saying Trump is using it as a debate topic.
Are they still having a standoff down there between like the border patrol and like whoever the fuck?
Texas National Guard and the federal
Yeah.
the federal government.
Yeah,
pretty sure. I don't know the full story. I kind of lost.
We should go down there. We should go down to Texas and see this shit ourselves.
If we did this full time, I would.
Oh. I thought he was going right now.
Go get your
I'll
hat.
get my hat.
Go get your cowboy hat.
Yeehaw!
We got to stop on the way over there and buy us a clapped out lifted truck though, so we fit in Texas.
I got a big Ram.
Yeah, but that doesn't scream Texas. That screams like you work in the oil fields. We want
Texas.
No, we want the Texas oil fields.
So I'll just put a regular bed on there.
You got to jack it up and put stupid fucking pepperoni tires on it.
That's not Texas though.
A lot of Texas.
No, Texas is like a lot of like just regular like Ram 3500. Like, have you never seen a Ram commercial?
It's all based in Texas.
Yeah, they filmed that in Texas. They didn't even have to pick anybody. They just, the first ranch they saw, they're like, that guy's got Rams.
But like I said, that's gonna, like, you heard it here first. Something's gonna happen not long after the verdict comes out that he's not guilty, because he's not gonna get accused of it. Because if he gets accused of it, we're gonna have a lot of issues in this country, even more than we already have now. Because we're in a situation now where they're literally trying to keep someone off the ballot.
Yeah,
like
that's fucking wild.
We're active, like the fact that we're actively doing that, and then we just got people that are just like I don't really concern myself with politics. I'm like, well, you kind of should.
Politics are about to concern you, buddy.
Yeah, you kind of need to.
You need to hit the reset button, dude. Everybody, I don't give a shit who you are. Good,
top
bad,
level down.
Everybody, Trump, Joe, fucking everybody, Hillary needs to die. Everybody,
school board council members.
Yeah, everybody, complete reset, whole new fucking thing. Do like a 2-week training period. Like just you got to go to this guy's office to, get this done, and not even that. They'll figure it out. They might fucking streamline the shit,
That's the thing. We don't need it streamlined. Like we have the ability.
No, it needs to be streamlined. Like some of it, like when they're trying to pass legislation.
Oh, you mean that kind of stuff? Yeah.
Yeah, and it takes.
I thought you meant like the whole,
or like the court system, how it takes years for somebody to get convicted of murder. Like, hey, did you see that guy kill that guy? Yeah, here's video of it.
The guy owned up to it.
Okay, well, we're gonna have another thing. Yeah,
the guy owned it.
Yeah, that was me. All right, we're gonna have another court date in 3 months. Why? Just take him outside and hang him right now. Did you molest his child? Yeah. They don't even let him finish saying it.
Yeah, we need to streamline a lot of shit, and we have the ability. I mean, believe it or not, a big thing that I realized is one thing that kind of still shows that like we can be civil in a lot of ways, and not have to have someone telling us what to do every second of the day, is traffic, right? I mean, think about that. You're driving down the road 60 miles an hour. You have to trust so many people around you that they're gonna just do what's right. I think I can't remember who said it, but they were talking about this, and they made a better example than I'm making right now. But Like that's a good sign that like majority of people can keep it under control. So when people say that we can't revamp the government, because I've had people say that to me. I've had people say you can't just tear it all down. Yes, you can. We have enough legislation, we have enough rules, we have enough laws in place that if we were to do a full revamp of the government, which is needed, we have enough in place that can keep everyone in line. Like, hey, the laws that are the laws now, we're gonna keep them for now. We're gonna restructure the whole government, and we'll let those new legislators and new lawmakers, you know, ones that actually, it'll take a while.
Honestly, you can think about it. Like, the government could disappear tomorrow
Mm-hmm.
without anybody ever knowing,
Mm-hmm.
and nothing would change. People are still going to pay their taxes. People are still going to do this. People are still going to do that. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody, but you know what I'm saying though. Like just because fucking Ron DeSantis, if he just disappeared one day, like just disappeared off, like he was on the Malaysia flight or something. Like everybody in government was on the Malaysia flight, and they just,
Dreams do come true.
yeah. So like, just pretend that happened. What would change?
Nothing.
You'd still wake up in the morning. You still go to work. You still go to your shitty job. Take shit from your shitty boss. Collect your shitty check. Go back to your shitty house. Fuck your shit wife.
Ungrateful kids.
And your shitty kids. Not fuck your shit. But you get where I'm going with this. And then you do it all again the next day. And at the end of the year, you pay your taxes and nothing would ever change.
Dude, the Civil War could break out tomorrow, and people would still wake up and do their, normal business.
Most people, because I always talk about, I've always told this to people, like, most people, like 99% of people, we're all the same people. Like, we all have the same
general mindset.
Yeah, we all, like, it's very rare you actually come across somebody that, like, actually fucking hates another person.
Yeah.
Like, genuinely
and those people are, generally a part
like, I'm not talking about just, like, racist and shit like that. Just, like, a general hate for something. Like, you might say you hate this, you hate that. Like, oh, I hate liberals. But
you don't hate anyone particular.
You don't hate the person. You don't hate the human being. That's what a lot of people fail to realize, is that we're all humans. Like,
we're all in this together.
It's us versus them. The government is not human. Put it that way.
Government's a system that is put in place.
Yeah, there's just a system. Like, you could change that. You could just change that person out. That's how they have it set up, to where you just change that person out, nothing changes. Change it out, nothing changes. Change it out, nothing changes. And if you have somebody go in there that tries to change it,
the system will shut it down.
The system shuts it down. There's no, it's fucked, and it needs to be just completely wiped clean.
Yeah,
and restarted. And part of the problem is half the people in the motherfucker are 70 plus years old.
We got people dying while they're active members of government. Like,
I mean, that's not the only problem, Like,
no, it's a big problem.
It's a big problem, but that's not the only problem.
Term limits, boom, you solved half the issue.
Yeah.
Term limits for everything in government. You shouldn't be able to be in government, or at least in one position in government, for more than like 7 years.
And whatever your state's median income is, and then the president, whatever
if median income of America.
The like federal wage.
Because don't get me wrong, there's plenty of benefits to, I do believe that that government employees, well, congressmen, and not like regular government employees, some guy who works at the CIA or something like that, but like congressmen and senators, like, I do believe they should be entitled to a certain degree of security, because they are supposed to represent the people. I'm fine with that.
But the way I look at it, though, if you need security, you're a piece of shit.
Not necessarily.
I mean, there's still bad people out there. There's always going to be bad people out there, but
I think a certain level of security for everyone in general should be granted. But that's why you make your state's median income, and then you have a few benefits. So like, you probably don't have to pay for a cheeseburger at McDonald's. You probably just go in there and grab one up real quick. Whatever, I'm fine with that. Just like with cops, it doesn't really bother me that cops speed, because for the most part, again, bad apples. For the most part, all majority of cops are good cops. They want to serve their community. They want to protect their community, and that's great. So if you want to go 10 over, cool. But don't pull me over when I'm going 10 over.
Yeah.
When I just saw you going 10 over.
Yeah.
So it's like
just because you're right around your lights on.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean I can't fucking jump in behind you.
Yeah. Maybe you should just,
Yeah.
know that that's going to happen.
Yeah.
And is the call you're going to more worth it, or catching me for following you more
I
worth
know.
it?
I always try and find out which one is it. How important is this call? Is it me doing 80 right behind you, or is it the whatever you're going to?
Like if I'm on the interstate,
It's always been more apparently me doing 80 isn't that important.
Yeah. If I'm on the interstate or the turnpike and a FHP or even a cop, but mainly FHP because I know those guys they love giving tickets out. If they're zooming by traffic with no lights on, always get behind them. What are they going to do?
You ever seen the ones that do the speed limit?
They're trying to say, "Oh, I pulled you over because you were speeding." Well, I was following you, so I'm just going with the flow of traffic. I'm heading to a call. Put your lights on.
Yeah. You ever seen the state troopers do the speed limit on the interstate?
No, never seen a state trooper do the speed limit.
I seen it one. I've been stuck behind them where they're doing the speed limit, and I seen like a meme a while back, and it's like, hey, for all my state trooper friends, do you ever feel like the pace car at Daytona 500? As soon as they get off, it's like everybody's gone, son. You got that one car out there, everybody's backed up.
Yeah, now
I'll pass a cop.
Oh yeah, now that you say something, I have seen state troopers going
the speed limit 70, 75, whatever.
I'll click it like 72 and just kind of slowly.
I don't
cruise
blow
past
by
them,
them, but I'll
slowly cruise past them, kind of just give them a little wave,
Yeah, I don't wave. I just stare them down.
Point your gun at them.
SeanCody.com. SeanCody.com. Hey, hit that like button if you visit SeanCody.com.
Leave us a comment on what you thought about it.
Yeah. Buy some merchandise. Subscribe to it.
We need to find out if they have an affiliate code. Yeah. No.
What time is it?
I don't know. 9. 07.
That's what I wanted. I wanted the exact fucking time. I didn't want no fucking rough estimate.
908.
Where's the fucking stars at? But yeah, I think that's all I got for tonight, man.
That's all you got?
That's all I got. I mean, I can sit here and talk for fucking 12 hours, but
have you watched the NASCAR Netflix documentary thing or whatever?
No. Like, you talk about the new one?
Yeah, whatever it's called.
I seen it on there. It's like NASCAR in the fast lane or some shit, whatever the fuck it's called.
I'll tell you what it is here in a second.
It's on Netflix, though, right? Like, it recently just came out?
Yeah.
No, I haven't watched it. NASCAR's fucking gay, dude.
NASCAR Full Speed?
Yeah. No, I haven't seen it.
I've had a few buddies that said it's pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
No, they don't race. Before you even asked me, no, they don't race. No, they don't watch racing.
I mean, I'll probably eventually watch it.
I figured you would have watched it.
Because I enjoy the behind the scenes in NASCAR is probably pretty cool. But like NASCAR in general, it's not fun to watch anymore.
No, never really was fun for me. Never really cared.
I'm not even one of those guys where it's like, NASCAR ain't been cool since Earnhardt died. Like, it's just, I don't know, 2010, 11, somewhere in there.
The only reason I watched it because it was on Saturdays at the house because
we used to go to
you and Dad watched it.
When we lived in Hawaii. It was like, race starts at like 7 in the morning, so we always go to the bar, get drunk, watch NASCAR. That was cool. Never really had. It was always like more in the background. Because like NASCAR, it's like, you got like a 200 lap race or a 300 lap race or something stupid. And it's like, yeah, you kind of like, it's like cliff notes. Oh, who wrecked? Oh, that sucks. Unless it's your guy. Then last like 50 or 20 laps, depends on how tight it is. That's when NASCAR starts getting good. First like 50 laps, and then like the last 50 laps.
Yeah.
And then everything in between.
In the middle is just everyone's spread out.
Everyone's
everyone's holding the groove, kind of holding their line.
Everything in the middle is like cliff notes, like, oh, somebody spun out. Or that was a bad wreck. But now it's just, I don't know, I just feel like everybody's a fucking crybaby. But I mean, I will say this: race car drivers are the biggest fucking crybabies. Like,
Yes.
oh, I got bumped in practice. I'm gonna destroy your car, or this or that. You know, it's just like not all race car drivers, but like majority of race car drivers, local and professional.
Or,
are
oh,
just-
my car didn't last the entire race because something went wrong with it. Let me go back to the pits and throw a fit.
yeah, I get fucking mad sometimes.
I get it.
I mean, it sucks when you work on your car, especially when you put, especially like there, because there's been times where like my car sits there for like 2 3 weeks. I don't touch the fucking thing. I go out there and win a race. And then there's other times where I spent all fucking week on the car to get it ready, and fucking 5 laps in, I'm having like electrical issues, or you know, it's fucking, it sucks.
So what does that tell you? Don't work on
Yeah, well, it doesn't always work out that way.
it. Let it sit 2 or 3 weeks.
Just
Take
use
it
it
out
as
there.
an
Just
example.
fucking win.
Like that, there for a while, I was winning like every other weekend, or it felt like. I mean, I don't know, like within a 12-week span, probably like 6 or 7 wins or whatever, or I don't even fucking know. I can't even remember, dude. I'm probably not even a real race car driver. But anyways, yeah, I didn't touch the car the whole time. I changed like my right front tire. That was it, because it just got wore out.
Yeah.
But other than that, just was killing it there for a little bit, and then car got totaled, and then everybody started cheating real fucking hard, like real fucking hard. Like everybody's accusing me of cheating, you know, and they're like, "Oh, you're a fucking cheater. You got built motor." This, bro, come look at my bank account, dude. I promise you, I ain't got a built motor in this $3,500 race car.
See, that's
I promise you.
that was like one of the biggest annoyances for me. And I know every competition, everything, everyone always tries to find a way to cheat or like bend the rules.
Oh,
to
it's
their
definitely
way.
there was a lot of gray areas. I mean, I was
just
flirting on a lot of spots. I got caught a couple times. I'm not gonna lie. Got caught trying to manipulate the rules
beef it a little bit or something.
Yeah, but it was all suspension shit, you know.
Yeah.
Like I never did any motor. I mean, it's it's a fucking junkyard car. Because the way I interpreted the rules, which wasn't really up for interpretation, you know, was like it's a stock car. I'm not adding aftermarket. I'm kind of just getting more out of stock.
Yeah.
You know, I'm modifying it for sure, but I'm not adding to it. I'm more taking away from it than anything.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, I said, man, it's like when I did the Night of Carnage in the Buick. You know, it was fun. You know, for the 15 laps I was in before
that's just fun.
my tire blew out. But even that, you can just tell what cars are fucking souped up, and it just makes it where it's like, well, what the fuck is even the point?
Well, in the Night of Carnage stuff, it's different though. I mean, I'm not saying,
but that's the night. It should be just like there should be no one should be trying to beef. I know there's a grand prize at the end, but like,
yeah, but you got to remember though, it's not like in the Crown Vic class. That's what makes that class so great is like they're all the same car. Like if you take a Buick out there versus an Acura, the fucking Acura is gonna whoop your ass.
Depends on
every
who the
time.
driver is.
No, not even.
Want to bet?
Not even.
All right, you can put Bailey in that BMW, and I'll drive the fucking.
The Acura's probably whooped that BMW.
I'll drive the Buick.
It's because they're geared
I'll
right
drive the
for
Buick with flat tires, and I bet you $1 million I'll beat
it.
Bailey.
I bet you wouldn't. She's consistent.
Yeah, I think she tried to use a turn signal at one point.
She probably did. Turning left. I'm turning left. Now I'm not. I'm turning left.
I'm turning right. Wait, why are you turning right? No, I mean, eventually I would like to be able to get into the racing thing. I think it'd be fun to be out there on the track.
Now or never.
Well, it's not now or never.
Yeah, it is.
No.
You only got
2 years from now.
You only live
I can
once.
do it 2 years from now. You didn't start racing until you were 30.
I know, and I regret it. I wish I.
I know you regret it. If I had money, if I had the money to go buy cars and race them, I would. But I just don't have.
It's really not that. It's really not that expensive.
If I had the money, I would. That's what I'm saying. Like,
just do the carnage shit. I mean, we got cars here. Just a matter of getting them to the track.
Well,
you've got the equipment to get them to the track.
That's the plan. I want to do the carnage shit. But I had to get the Buick. Something's wrong with the Buick. Remember last time we drove it? It was running rough.
Fucking it's been running rough. I got that car with a knocking motor in it.
Oh really?
I got the car sitting at the yard though. I got that Hyundai. It's not gonna win any races, but you can go out there and beat the shit out of it.
The one in my house?
No, I ain't putting that one in there. Oh, actually, maybe I should.
What Hyundai you got?
The one at the Grand Island yard.
Oh, there's one there? Don't you have an Acura there too?
Mm-mm.
What's the one that?
No, I can't afford the Acura.
What's that black
They
one?
went up in
What's
price.
that black one that?
The Hyundai.
Is it a Hyundai?
Mm-hmm. So I got that one, and then I got the Beamer, but I need somebody with a Beamer fucking computer to plug it in to figure out why the shit keeps going in limp mode.
Just take it to the import.
No,
Why not?
because I'm not gonna pay somebody $800-900. I bought the car for $300. I'm not gonna put more into it.
I'll talk to one of the shops that I tow a lot for. I'll talk to
Yeah,
them
do that. Talk to one of the
and see
import
if they don't
shops.
mind slapping the computer on real quick for.
Yeah, I mean, I'll pay them. I just don't want to pay I don't want to go to the Beamer dealership.
No, don't go
with my fucking shitbox Beamer.
That'd be do that instead.
Yeah,
do that.
Actually, I probably will do that. I have thought about it, like just
put a tag on it and drive it up there.
Yeah,
pull it right next to the brand new car section.
But hey, I got a 2003.
Don't show it to him yet.
535i. Oh, that's a nice car.
There's the one out there missing a bumper.
Yeah, it's one on the trailer. I won't even tell him. I just roll it in there because it'll, as long as you don't fucking dog it, it'll drive around like normal. Fucking exhaust.
That actually might make for some good videos.
I gotta get the new 22 on the side of it.
Yeah,
the old 22 looks stupid now. Now that I see,
well, that one looked a little weird anyway on the BMW. That one always looked a little because it's smaller.
Yeah. Well, so I ordered it, and then I thought I had the same measurements that I put on the Crown Vic, and then I put it on there, and I was like, I actually kind of like it because you ever watch the Beamers and the road course cars? They kind of have the same number on there, a smaller number on the front of the door. So I thought it looked kind of cool.
I think it looks stupid.
No, I don't give a shit.
That could be one of your giveaways.
The Beamer? I want to race it first, dude.
You did race it for 5 laps.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I want to race. And then the last time I took it out, even when it was in limp mode, it was fun to drive. But I can only, on the chicane race, I can only get it to fucking chirping tires when I drop it in the first gear going around the chicane. And then it just was limp mode the rest of the time. But every time I got that chicane, I was like, yeah, yeah. And then it was a whole other lap. I was like, all right, here's the chicane. Yeah.
Fucking cruising around.
And I got a little fucking piece of shit junkyard car just. I mean, it was topping out at 35, 40 mile an hour. It was really annoying.
It's like Ricky Bobby. I'm going fast, boys.
Yeah. But except I didn't feel like I was going fast. That car's got some fucking balls, dude. That's probably the fastest car I've ever drove. I've drove a lot of slow cars. Mainly slow cars.
Mostly slow cars.
But yeah, I got up to 85 or 90 right here on this road in second gear. Larry was with me. We didn't have a seat in it or nothing. We was testing the brakes. I went out there and just went.
Because then they worked, huh?
Yeah, because that road's busy as fuck out there. Even if the road wasn't busy, right? It's a nice little drop off on the other end, and it's not a fun ride. And we didn't have any seats in the car. We were literally sitting on
lawn chairs, right?
He was sitting on a lawn chair, and I was sitting on that fucking the roller chair. Yeah, I had it wedged in between the pinch welds and shit.
I think I saw that.
And then Larry's just sitting over there in a lawn chair. Just that was the only time that car actually ripped pretty hard.
You put it on the track, and what happened?
Well, it was going. So the first time I took it out, it had a broken sway bar in the front and a bent upper control arm, and the bushings were beat to shit in it. So every time we turn the wheel, or every time we try and get the car sideways, the fucking wheel was the tires were just doing whatever the fuck they want, So it's really hard to keep it under control. And then there was that pickup truck out there that had 33s on it that was racing around with us. I don't know if you they were big knobby tires. They probably weren't 33s, but they had some tread on them, and he fucking ripped my door off, my driver door, and all I have is that one little bar right there. Then I got spun out, and I'm facing traffic, and our traffic's coming at me. There's 60 cars on the track. I'm like, fuck. And the guy at the infield's waving, get the fuck off the track.
I'm fucking trying.
Yeah, I'm coming, dude. Don't worry.
I don't know how to fucking drive.
But I think the problem is because, in the heat of the moment, I think I left the car running, and I had busted a radiator and everything when all that happened. So I think that might be part of the reason why it goes into limp mode. I hope not, but whatever. I really don't give a shit because I'm honestly just gonna just run the shit out until it blows up. Anyways, I mean, I got the car for $300.
That's the Buick is for too. Just run it to a fucking.
That's all them cars. Like if
Not the CRV.
Yeah, well, like I don't know what the Beetle's y'all's, but the Buick did. I like took down a couple trees for a trade for it. That car was fucking mint, dude. Like,
It was.
You remember
mint.
that? You remember when I
Yeah, we
first got
tore
that
it down
car,
in
right?
here. We fucking.
Yeah, it was like some little old lady owned it since like brand new.
That thing was
Like,
I was. It was in
It
such
still
good
had like
condition.
the new car smell in it.
It was in such good condition. I was almost tempted to be like, "Hey, like, I'll just buy it off you."
Yeah, but it had a motor knock. That was
Yeah,
the
I think
only.
I think that's what stopped me from wanting.
But I had another Buick. I had Larry's old car that had a perfect motor in it with a bad transmission. I almost took the motor out of that and put it in there.
Whatever happened to her?
And I was like, it was no, I ended up selling. I sold that one.
hers?
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah, I sold that one. Because I remember he came out here and asked about that one too. I thought I put it because we was gonna put a transmission in that one and then use that as a Carnage car too.
Mm-hmm.
But I ended up posting on Facebook or something. Some guy picked it up for like $900 or something. But yeah, so I was gonna take the motor out of that car and put it in that one because that car was like mint. That's what I was thinking about. I was like, do all that work. I don't really want to fuck with it, honestly, because it'd probably still be sitting right there in the shop. Like, not gonna
Motor
lie.
halfway out.
Yeah.
Cherry picker just sitting there
Yeah,
inside
I get
of
one
it.
motor out and then never get back to the other one. And yeah, so I was like, man, whatever. So we just started ripping the motherfucker apart.
Yeah, that was a good time.
Now it's like a piece of shit. Now it's like 7
Great
different
paint job,
colors. No, looks horrible. It does look like a Carnage car though.
Exactly.
But
I got a question for you. I know you don't really care too much about football and shit, but who you got for the Super Bowl?
Dolphins.
Dolphins? All right, cool.
I already put my money
out.
in. I already put my money in.
You want to bet?
I put 20 grand.
You want to bet another $5,000 with me? I bet you Dolphins won't win the Super Bowl this year.
I read the script, dog.
We got a surprise guest tonight.
Chiefs.
You got the Chiefs?
Chiefs 27-14.
Chiefs 27-14. Unfortunately, they're gonna make me fucking go for the 49ers. I don't like either team. Like,
I don't really give a shit.
I know you don't. I watch football. You don't. You're cool. I'm not. I get it.
I know. Everybody already knows.
You said what? What did you say?
27-14.
27-14.
Chiefs. I bet my house on it.
I got 30-28. Niners. I think it's gonna be a pretty high scoring game. Huh?
I guess we don't have to write it down. It's on video.
It's gonna be posted tomorrow or Saturday morning, so.
Or tomorrow night. Depends on how I'm feeling.
Or how your laptop does.
Yeah, sir. Yeah, I gotta figure that out tonight.
I mean, worst case scenario, you can come over tomorrow. I got the computer, download it real quick.
No, for work.
Oh, you don't. Fuck that. All right. Well, what we putting on it?
My house.
Your house? All right, deal.
Yeah, put your house on it.
Nah, not gonna happen.
Pussy.
Not gonna happen. I'll tell you what. I'll put Joe on it.
It's already at my house, so it's fine. Thanks for bringing all this nice shit over.
Yeah, you're welcome. You got a TV now. You got 3 flags. You got Joe. You got a couch, chair, coffee table, end table, 2 end tables.
Oh shit!
Think about it. That's about it.
We hit everything.
Well, don't forget to like and subscribe. Please, your support helps. It's very much appreciated. And as always, if you want any of our merchandise, our website will be up soon.
Working on some t-shirts,
Hats. T-shirts, hats, and a sweatshirt.
maybe some keychains,
Ooh,
koozies.
yeah. Stickers.
Yeah, stickers. We're getting stickers too.
Some like small window decal stickers.
Yeah.
What else? What else we got? What else we got cooking up right now? I know the website. Hopefully, the website will be up by March 1st. That should give me enough time to. We're doing it all ourselves. We don't have any outside help. We're trying to do everything in house. So if anything seems choppy, bear with us. We're learning the process. But
we suck at this.
We'll have a website up soon. We'll put out everything we talk about, all of our podcasts. Everything's going to be on there. You can subscribe straight from there and get all of our content. So that's something that we look forward to putting out for you guys. And hopefully we can start putting out more content than just the episodes.
If you want to be on the podcast, promote your business, bullshit, hang out, drink some whiskey, fucking get high, whatever you want to do.
Got a couple seats for you guys.
Contact us.
We'd love to bring a guest on. Hopefully next week, right? Next week we're going to have a guest. I'll go ahead and make the promise now. Next week we're going to have a guest. So it's either the first person who messages us or it's going to be our fail-safe. So
yeah, and stop paying fucking taxes.
Question everything. Everything.